And so anything you say turns into a song.
Maybe just a little bit.
La da da da. This is anti-auto-tune, death for the ringtone. Boys' jeans too tight, your colors too bright.
Okay, the mama had a swag like mine.
To a woman so heartless,
And we ain't did nothing that we ain't supposed to do, cause you mine.
you rappers singing too much. Get back to rap, you T-Paining too much.
So when I first heard it, I was like, the fuck did I do? He knocking my hustle. Song didn't work though.
Man, a lot of you youngins watching this are probably like, huh? What is going on here, fam? And that's okay. That's fine, honestly. I really wanted to make this video for the younger generation and newer hip-hop fans who may not even remember or know that this even happened. So quick summary. You gotta remember that back in around 2008 was really when hip-hop started to change a lot. It started to become more melody inspired, rappers trying to sing on their hooks, the beats were becoming less boom bap and more experimental, and auto-tune was playing a huge role in this. And the captain of this ship is that boy T-Pain, who was using auto-tune for years at this point. And it's funny because he said he actually started using it because of Jennifer Lopez, out of all people.
First of all, I won't take you cheating on me.
Dark Child remix of If You Had My Love, and I heard she used it for like 2 seconds.
Or it's got to end, yeah.
And I was like, that's exactly what I want to sound like. And I went on like a 1.5 year search for it. I didn't know what it was called, and then I walked right up on it. Goddamn auto-tune.
I gotta get away from her.
So yeah, Kid Cudi started brewing in the underground with his melodies and unique sound. T-Pain was on top. Kanye was using auto-tune like crazy. And Lil Wayne, who was one of the hottest rappers at the time, was using it as well. So here comes 2009, where the fashion sense is really changing at this point. And I mean really changing. The jerk movement was running on full throttle at this point, bro. By the way, you should check out my video on this era. It's fire, but yeah, the jeans were getting tighter, the colors were brighter, all of that was going on, as well as auto-tune being at an all-time high. And it was kind of new at the time. The mainstream wasn't really used to that shit yet. So I guess Jay-Z at this point was getting tight, like, bruh, what the hell is going on with all this singing, bright colors, and tight jeans bullshit? We gotta bring real rap back. And I'll never forget when this song dropped, bruh. Death of Auto-Tune on June 9th, 2009, making it on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 24. And he goes in with a lot of quotables on this one, especially this line: I know we facing a recession, but the music y'all making gon' make it the Great Depression, or your lack of aggression. Put your skirt back down, grow a set, man. Ah, man. Or this line where he says, I'm a multi-millionaire, so how is it I'm still the hardest here? I don't be in the project hallway talking about how I be in the project all day. That bar is gas. And in fact, after this song came out, T-Pain himself apparently went into the booth to make his own diss track towards Jay-Z, but it was never released or apparently wasn't even finished. You know what? I'ma let my boy Dre from Clout Cancun, which you guys should subscribe to him by the way, fire ass videos. He's gonna explain to you guys more about this Jay-Z diss record.
Big fan of your work, Aaron. Thank you for letting me be a part of this video to tell this part of the story. T-Pain is a person who's known for a lot of different things, but one thing that he's probably most known for is popularizing auto-tune. His name would be mentioned in the song Death of Auto-Tune when Jay-Z told people to get back to rap because they were quote-unquote T-Paining too much. This, of course, wasn't taken by T-Pain lightly. In an interview with Drink Champs, T-Pain would reveal his initial reactions to hearing the song. He was asked on whether or not he felt like the line was a targeted diss, and he said, of course. A wise man once said, you can't knock the hustle. I'm the face of this, just like Lil Yachty was the face of mumble rap. Anytime somebody talk about mumble rap, Lil Yachty was the first person to come up. I was the face of auto-tune. Anytime someone said auto-tune, I'm the face. So when you say auto-tune is whack, I'm the face. If I would have said effing blue Yankees are terrible, everybody would have said, oh, you dissing Jay-Z now? Anytime Jay says something is whack, it's trash. T-Pain obviously wasn't feeling this line and took it personal. So personal to the point where he ended up making a diss track towards him. What further fueled T-Pain to make a diss was after he did a show in Las Vegas. During the show, the crowd was saying that Jay-Z had killed him on Death of Autotune, and this made T-Pain never want to do shows again. In response to this, during his performance, T-Pain would exaggerate Jay-Z's age by saying that he was 59 years old. He continued on to say that he didn't think that Jay has the right to say what's good and what's not, and he thought that if anything is dead, it should be himself. T-Pain would end the show early and has said that he tried to drink himself to death. Mind you, Death of Autotune came out right after Usher said that T-Pain messed up music with Autotune, so this was a rough period for him. But after the Vegas show and drinking a lot of alcohol, T-Pain started to record the diss towards Jay-Z. When T-Pain was doing the interview with Drink Champs, he said that at this time, he didn't even know if he finished the diss track. His manager at the time came into the booth while he was making the diss and told him to stop because he was doing too much. This track went unreleased for years, and like I said, T-Pain in his Drink Champs interview that released in August of 2021 said that he didn't even know if he even finished the diss track. Well, in June of this year in 2022, T-Pain would perform his unreleased Death of Autotune response at a festival.
You niggas thought this shit was over. You niggas is witnessing the genius at work. We doing the fuck we wanna do, nigga. We breathe life into you fuck niggas. Happy boy die, bitch ass nigga. Talk to him, talk to him, talk to him.
Welcome to the rebirth. I can put you in the ground or the sea first. So breathe first or you gon' see dirt. They said he left with his dignity and some mean words. They tried to get rid of him and now they knees hurt. Shook. Who said they trying to brawl with Tylenol? You know you miss me, you ain't fucking with them guys at all. Put in the dough crack. They say they need more crack. They asking for pain relief, so I guess the boy's back.
I'm actually not gonna lie, from the clip that I saw, it's actually really good, but I'm not surprised because T-Pain is very talented. He can sing and rap among many other things. T-Pain did respond to Death of Autotune back in 2010 with a song called More Careful, which uses the same instrumental as Drake's song Successful.
I just gotta be more careful.
This track wasn't really a diss towards Jay and was more of T-Pain's response to the situation. In the third verse of the song, he addresses the situation and said that sometimes he regrets that he even said anything. Diddy would say that there wasn't an excuse for what he did, but T-Pain said that he felt like Jay was knocking the same stuff that fed his kids. T-Pain would end off the verse by saying that he has respect for Jay-Z and that it was his bad. However, this story isn't over yet as we dial it back to 2009. Something else to mention is T-Pain crashing Jay-Z's performance of Death of Autotune at the 2009 Summer Jam, which took place in June of that year.
Hold up. This ain't the #1 right now. This is Presley Assault with a Happy Westbound.
This moment wasn't planned, just like when 50 Cent walked on stage with T.I. and Jay-Z during the Screamfest tour in 2007. About T-Pain going on stage during his performance, Jay would say that he thought that T-Pain went on stage during Death of Autotune to show fans that he wasn't the target of Jay's rhymes. Him going on stage wasn't harmful, and Jay felt like T-Pain was just embracing the record. Jay has always been adamant that Death of Autotune wasn't targeted towards T-Pain. The guys who did it great. T-Pain, he does great melodies. If you listen to Kanye, great melodies. If you listen to Say You Will or Heartless, great melodies. Lollipop was a fantastic melody. Everybody can't do it. Let them guys do it. They got the little niche, let's move on. That's just my opinion. I don't know if everybody feels the same way. The story behind Jay and T-Pain somewhat has a happy ending, with T-Pain managing to pull himself out of the very dark place he was in his life. They ran into each other a couple of times throughout the years, with the most memorable time being at a Grammy after party. T-Pain told Jay-Z that he was sorry for everything, and Jay replied that everything was all good between them.
Good looking out, my boy. So when I say in the title that Jay-Z failed to kill Auto-Tune, I mean, you know, he tried it. Cause that shit is bigger now than it ever was before. With artists like Travis Scott, Quavo, I don't know, all the way to Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, the list goes on and on. Damn near like 90%, unless you're like a lyrical rapper, for the most part, they're using Auto-Tune, fam. Which honestly, I don't really blame them. It makes you sound fire. And if you can't sing or you just want to hit a certain note, you're gonna use it. A lot of them need it too. But yeah, where were you in life when this song came out?
Don't do fake friends, circle small. No, I cannot hang with y'all.
Did you even know that Jay-Z did this? Let me know in the comments, fam, and I'll check you guys in the next video. Peace.